It's Talking with Dipshit, episode 3. So, Dipshit. Alright, so we were gonna record on Sunday. Fortunately, we didn't.
Shit happens. Life happens.
So, let's get right into it.
The McGregor fight. So, first thing I want to start off with by saying I was right. And the knockout wasn't how I expected it, but it happened when I said it would, how it would. One thing that I don't fucking like, and it's annoying as fuck, is these fucking idiots that think they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they talk about like, oh, that fight was bought. They paid off the fucking cowboy. Like, no. Like, fucking idiots. Pay attention to the caliber of fighter that is fighting. There's a reason why they chose cowboy. Because they knew that it was going to go like that. Fucking McGregor is fighting the top contender that's always active, that's well known, that's loved by the fans. And he fucking destroys him, and now he looks like a fucking monster again. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't fucking bought out, it wasn't paid, it was planned, and it was executed beautifully. The shoulder thing was fucking, I mean, that's something that I think I've seen Anderson do that shit.
Yeah.
But he's not in that fucking, not as hard as fucking Conor was throwing those damn shoulders.
Well, he was doing that level change where he let Cowboy put all his weight on him, and then he would let him, he'd come down on with them and then come out. So, it's getting a lot of leverage on those shoulders, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't think it was going to go like that. I thought maybe Cowboy would weather the storm and then later rounds finish him, but yeah, I don't agree with this whole it got bought and shit. Like, come on, like,
It's fucking stupid.
if you're a UFC fan, you know Cowboy comes to fight every single time, and that's one of his best attributes, but also one of his detriments. Like, he comes to fight, and someone like McGregor who's got that left hand just ready. I mean,
Not just that, but you also got to keep in mind that you're most vulnerable in the first 2 minutes of the fight. That's when you're the most vulnerable because that's when your body's the coldest. Also, the way you get hit the first time determines the outcome of the whole fight. The first shoulder he fucking lands fucking shattered his nose. And when you've gotten hit in the nose before, that shit fucking, it's not like, it doesn't take your equilibrium, but it's like a shockwave in the middle of your fucking nose, and your eyes get blurry and you can't see that well. So that fucking shot is ultimately what ended fucking Cowboy. That's why you didn't see him do shit, because he was panicking from that fucking shot, and you could clearly see that after that. He didn't know what the fuck to do. That first fucking duck, McGregor was expecting that shit. That's why he fucking threw the left. He knew that fucking Cowboy was gonna duck, and that's why he grabbed his ass. But like I said, it was that first fucking shoulder that hit him and fucked up his nose that pretty much determined the outcome of the fight.
Yeah, it was a quick fight, quick work for McGregor. Let's come back.
And I want to be with a rematch.
Yeah, they've been talking about it, but who else can he fight before then, though? Because
no, it's not gonna be before then. I mean, they'll fight in the summer.
I thought Mayweather doesn't like to fight till September.
Last time they fought in August.
Yeah, all right.
So I can see that happening.
Nate
Especially,
Diaz.
huh?
You gonna see him fighting Nate?
No, especially not right now. You're not gonna put a guy that can beat your guy, your biggest superstar, when you have a fucking lucrative ass fight.
Nate's coming off of a loss to Masvidal.
You talking about Nate?
Yeah, Nate. Nate versus
So
McGregor. Well, there's a trilogy still.
Yeah, but you got that in the pocket the whole time.
Yeah.
If Nate comes in and fucking beats McGregor, which I don't think he will beat him again, that pretty much throws away the Mayweather fight. And I think that's their priority right now. I don't know for that for a fact, but I would think that since Mayweather and Dana White are
hanging out together. Sure.
hanging out, they're already talking about doing business. They're very vocal about it.
Yeah.
Floyd is talking about coming back. They're talking about Khabib, which
He also posted up that poster on his Instagram. Mayweather did Mayweather 2. But I mean, honestly, like, Okay, so McGregor did well for somebody who's never boxed.
Yeah.
And by well, I mean he landed punches on Mayweather.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, the rematch is gonna be the same. If
Mhm.
not, maybe McGregor gets to land another uppercut, but that's it.
So you know that Floyd, I think he bid like 10 million to stop him in the 10th round, right? Some shit like that. I don't know if it's a million or 10 million. But
He bet on his own.
he bet on himself to stop him in the 10th round. Why do you think he fucking stopped him in the 10th round? He was prepping it. He was peppering him. And then if you look at the 8th, 9th, that's when he started landing the fucking harder punches. Yeah. And then in the 10th round, he just started fucking letting that right hand go. Because he was like, this is where I'm going to make some money. Not most of my money, because he made most of it off the fucking fight itself. But he was also going to make some change on the side. But if they do fight again in a boxing match, I see him getting stopped a lot sooner. He's got a lot more muscle. He's gonna fucking kill himself to make 155 or 154, whatever they fight at. I doubt that Mayweather will fucking go up higher than that, especially coming off a fucking 3-year layoff. So I could see McGregor. I could see McGregor. I could see a couple scenarios. I still don't think that the Khabib Ferguson fight happens. I think that they're gonna pay off Ferguson to step aside, and they're gonna end up doing, Khabib, McGregor, or maybe even Khabib Mayweather. That's another.
I don't think so, because the Habib Ferguson fight, that's a big fight. It's not like a huge McGregor Habib fight.
Yeah, but it's always in the pocket.
That's the thing. It's not like it has to happen now, because
I don't think so.
Habib is undefeated, and Tony could be the guy to beat him. Like Tony's that guy. Now, if they do it now, let's say Tony loses, he loses win streak. Habib keeps going, then he fights McGregor like in October, after Ramadan and shit. See that happening. I don't see Tony stepping aside because he's wanting to fight two people, Habib and McGregor. Those are two fights he's been wanting for a long time. McGregor is something that's not that attainable right now, but if he beats Habib,
so
that's the match.
So what about this? Because they're talking about doing a fucking promotion together. Excuse me. So what if they do Habib Mayweather and fucking Conor Ferguson?
But that's only if Habib loses to Ferguson. Then the Conor Ferguson.
When is that fight supposed to happen? Next month, right? Was it next month or March?
I think it's in. I'm not sure. Let me look it up.
Yeah. I don't know, but McGregor looked really good. I like that he got back to his versatile ways. Like he fucking threw kicks. That fucking kick was beautiful. But again, the caliber fighter that he was fighting, like I said, was a really, really, really good C+ fighter. And he has a fucking B-.
April 18th.
Top. Oh, it's still April?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to fucking cancel that shit.
I don't think it's gonna get canceled.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's not gonna get canceled. And it's a pretty good, it's a good, decent card.
Who's on it?
They have Uriah Hall versus Jacare Souza, and Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas, making a comeback after she got slammed by
Rose?
Yeah, Jessica's the one that slammed her, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a rematch, I think. It's not that bad of a card.
That was a nasty fucking slam, though.
Yeah, we'll see how she is. She'll be alright, though. She's a good fighter. Very fucking technical. Very versatile.
Yeah.
Alright, dipshit, we get into some aliens.
Alright.
So,
but, okay, so, before we get going, what would you consider, like, would you consider, like, superstitious shit, alien type, like, stuff, or would it be just strictly, like, fucking green motherfuckers out there
What do you mean superstitious stuff?
So like, you know how sometimes fucking people be saying, "Oh, I saw this," or "I fucking saw that," you know, shit like that, where people say they see things,
Yeah.
like a ghost or whatever the fuck. Would you classify that as alien behavior? I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Like okay, so I'm not a believer in fucking ghosts and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I would believe more that if you see something and it's like it disappears, it would be a fucking alien over a fucking ghost. You get what I'm saying?
Well, you mean like stuff that we can't explain?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, shit. That's what, you can't explain it. They either say it's God or something else, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think just numbers alone have to be on the side of. I know there's a theory that says that either there is life on in other galaxies or there's not. But I mean, I think the numbers are on the side of there is other life forms out there.
Yeah.
Now, if there is other life forms and they're coming to visit us, is it like a zoo type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Like how when you go to the zoo, you get to observe the animals kind of in their habitat, like if they were, like the lion would be like fucking near some bushes and shit, but not really in its natural habitat and shit.
Yeah.
So is this more like a safari type of thing, maybe? Or aliens come down in safari here and check us out. These crazy ass monkeys fucking riding around in these fucking metal vehicles flying down the street and shit. Like, I think that's if we are visited. I think that's more likely what's going on. And I like this whole alien invasion. Like I don't think that would happen unless they felt threatened by us. And we really don't have the technology, I think, to threaten something out of our atmosphere. I don't think we have the capability.
Well, I remember you did say that we you don't believe we ever even fucking been to the moon.
I don't think we have. I mean, it's just I find it hard to believe that. Like I said, I don't have any beliefs anyways, but that we've gone out of this atmosphere that we know protects us from harmful rays from the sun, but somehow Kevlar, several layers of Kevlar, um, are protecting them, and they're able to get out of our atmosphere and then go to the moon. Have they? Have they not? I'm skeptical. I don't know if they have or not. I'm skeptical about it, but mm, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like God, I don't know.
Do you really think they have the technology to fake that shit?
They did. I mean, some of those pictures look shoddy as fuck. Obviously, it's different technology than we got now, but I don't know. I mean, they themselves have said in some of those pictures. I mean, you see wires on the pictures and shit, and you see shadows when they shouldn't be shadows. So some of those pictures are kind of iffy.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, I don't know if we have or not, but I'm skeptical. I'm more leaning towards we haven't left our atmosphere, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I think that's fair to say.
But again, I don't know. Now aliens, I'm leaning more towards they do exist. Like, cause I mean, I've seen shit in the sky where I'm just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Can't be explained.
Well, shit. Remember that one blue shit that we? So they said that was a fucking test
Rocket,
missile or
yeah.
some shit or rocket or whatever. That was bullshit.
Yeah,
I know what the fuck I saw.
yeah.
I know what the fuck I saw.
I don't think that was a test missile.
And that was no fucking. There was no. That little fucking white dot just went bam, bam. Like there was no fucking way
Yeah.
a missile can fucking move in that fucking direction. Slant
Yeah.
to the right and then fucking jet.
I agree with you. Like I said, I've seen things on the road where I'm just like, I can't explain them, and it's like there's pilots out there that now have come out and said like there's some things that they can't explain that they've seen not only on the equipment but like in front of them. They're like, holy shit, what's this doing? And it's like,
well, that one dude that came out on Joe Rogan recently, a couple months ago, I think.
yeah, the commander.
Yeah, I forget what the hell
his name. But yeah. Yeah, he's one of those.
And I mean, the footage, the fucking military fucking confirmed that it's real.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so they just pretty much confirmed.
So, if you're an alien, right? Obviously, fucking hard to get into that mindset, but like, you come down and you're seeing all this crazy shit that's going on, where these monkeys have the ability to just fucking destroy all life on Earth with the push of a button, and they have irrational characters running these places. How would you feel about it? Would you be like, fuck, this thing's about to pop off? Like how we usually do when you see a fight? Or would you be more concerned?
Well, I have a theory. So like if you look at like ancient civilizations and like just the type of things that they've been able to accomplish throughout the years without the type of technology that they supposedly didn't have, like the pyramids, shit like that, like fucking those fucking rocks.
Oh, the Stonehenge.
The Stonehenge, yeah, that shit. Those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So I think, in my mind, what I'm thinking is, throughout the years, advanced civilizations have came and given technology to see what you do with it, to the race at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? To see where you can get with it. And I think it started off with like, let's say, the ape era. What's that fucking our ancestor called? Fucking Homo sapien. Shit.
Well, I mean, there's like lots of them. There's Homo sapien, there's a Cro-Magnon, there's
whatever the first one was.
Yeah, human.
Like, I think that they came, gave them some tools, and said, see what you can do with this shit. They started fucking building houses, shelters, and started learning how to use fire, shit like that. But eventually it got to the point where they started using the fucking tools as weapons against each other. Fuck them. Let's fucking get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, like, what I'm trying to get at is that each period in time gets the opportunity to use the tools, quote unquote tools, that were given, and see what we do with them. And it always ends up in using those tools as weapons. And I believe that's why civilizations only get to a certain point. Does that make sense?
Like, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I have another theory about that. It's like, I mean, they found like these ancient monoliths that predate fucking anything that we know, that predate human history.
Yeah.
They're like, they don't know how, who, what, how. They don't know any of these questions to these things.
Yeah.
Now, our time that we know of in this planet is minute, if not irrelevant, to the life of this planet. Now, during these eras, could there have been other ancient civilizations that were advanced? And like you said, they get to a certain point and they just collapse, disappear from the face of the earth. And then I think this has been one of the most successful, you could say one of the most successful pages of human history or of our history. You can say of advanced civilizations of this planet. I think it's probably one of the most successful because, or at least I feel like it is. We might not be. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what these ancient civilizations might have had. Type of technology to create these monoliths, or the type of technology to do certain things that they were able to create. It's like it's hard to comprehend for those times.
Yeah.
So it's like if that's the situation, how do we know that maybe a pocket of the civilization survived and just passed on the technologies, and then when they came across that, oh, there's more humans now, and they gave their technology and they gave, passed on the information more than anything.
Yeah.
Or it could be encoded into your DNA, like how sometimes you're sleeping and then you feel like you're falling. That could be from when you were ancient monkey and you slept in the trees and you would always fall and shit.
Yeah.
Those are just, I think those are coded into your DNA and it's just passed down through your genes and shit.
Yeah.
That's my theory on that.
Well, relative to my theory, if you think back, what was it to fucking when was it Russia and the U.S. fucking almost shot nuclear fucking
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
that shit, right? That's what I mean by that was like the end of our civilization. But that's where the difference became, and that's why we have this longevity was because we're able to think outside the box and be like, okay, hold up, calm the fuck down, take a step back and realize what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Whereas opposed to in the other eras, they were still only getting to a certain point because they were still trying to figure out how the fuck am I gonna eat today? How the fuck am I gonna eat tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Whereas to now we're able to fucking just be able to farm better, um, better agriculture, just more advanced technology. You know what I'm saying? Like the longer we went, the more we were able to survive and be healthier, come up with medicines and shit like that. So I think that at that point in time, with the Cuban Missile Crisis, that was the end of our civilization. That was where a new type of species were supposed, or a new type of human was supposed to come. But because we kind of stopped ourselves and decided not to, we're at where we're at now. But with that being said, we're still that much closer now to fucking ending ourselves. It all just fucking depends on whether or not fucking um, Trump wakes up in a fucking stupid ass mood and shit.
I don't agree with what you're saying about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Like, I don't think that was gonna end all civilization and shit. It might have ended that era, but I mean, you also gotta think about if it would have popped off, we don't know the fallout from radioactivity and all that. We don't know what would have happened. It's hard to even comprehend what the fuck would have happened.
Yeah.
Would have wiped off all the life from this planet? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe people would have mutated. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? But I don't think that would have been the end of civilization. And I don't think the president fucking waking up in a bad mood. I don't think he's that crazy and shit. Like,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I just don't see it. Like, who knows? I mean, nobody really knows, but I don't see it. I don't see anything like that happening. But we're deviating away from fucking aliens and shit.
Well, you did, I didn't.
So, now another thing about him is what type of form would it be?
What type of what?
Form, because not necessarily just because it's another.
Yeah, I mean they can look exactly like us.
Not necessarily. They might not even be made from the same stuff that we are. They could be made from lead. They could be made from aluminum alloy. Like, it could be all kinds of different type of material or life form. Obviously, we're carbon based, and it's one of the most abundant freaking chemicals in the fucking universe.
Yeah.
But obviously, other universes, other galaxies have not universe, but other galaxies have obviously more abundant of something else, Mercury maybe, or some other metal, or who knows, some other gas, helium.
Yeah.
The possibilities are infinite, just like how I think life would be infinite on this planet.
Alright, so I remember I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about DMT and shrooms and hallucinogens in general. And he was talking about how, what if those are the experiences that people have where they say that they got taken by aliens? That they fucking, you know what I'm saying, that they did some type of drug. Doesn't necessarily have to be fucking DMT or shrooms. It could be some fucking weird shit we don't even know about. Um, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you've done shit like fucking, um, that shit, acid, and I don't know, you've done shrooms already?
No, I have no shrooms.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you see shit that they don't normally see, obviously.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are the chances of that being part of? I mean, because obviously we've seen shit out there, but
I mean, the possibilities are I think pretty high. I mean, it's like the Salem witch trials. They believe that what they do was like ergot or something like that. They had like a long winter, and so the bread developed this fungus, and that fungus carries, I think it's DMT or one of those methyl hydro whatever fucking chemicals that make you hallucinate and shit. And so they're thinking that that's what was going on, and all those people were just fucking high off the fucking LSD and shit.
yeah.
Or DMT, one or the other. So that could be a possibility. I mean, I don't see. Now, is that everybody? Because I mean, people have different experiences. Now, I don't think people. I don't think people get abducted. Cause like, why? Like, or maybe there's some asshole aliens that want to jump into the monkey's cage and fuck with them once in a while. Maybe. But what's the purpose? What could they learn from us? I mean, they're traveling light years. You know what I'm saying, to get here. What are they gonna learn from us?
But it's light years to us because that's what we call it.
Well, yeah, but it's still traveling that distance that we can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
So what makes you think that somebody so advanced would want to come here and be like, I wonder what this is, type of thing?
Well, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. So just because they're, probably, well, not probably, they're more advanced than us, like they can get to us and we can get to them, doesn't mean that we don't have shit that they can use or that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but by that I mean like I'm saying like, why would they want to kidnap fucking Jimmy from Kansas in the trailer park? What the fuck does Jimmy know? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it always Dorothy? Why is it always fucking Buck?
Because
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so
why is it always Jaime?
So okay,
like, why is it always somebody who's like sketchy as fuck? And then
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never like fucking who's credible? It's never like Larry David. If Larry David came out and said, I got abducted by aliens, I'd be like, fuck, I believe it. Because who wouldn't want to kidnap that motherfucker?
So I think that me being an alien, and it's gonna sound stupid, but I wouldn't wanna, cause like people in the South, they're not obviously they're not the fucking smartest people, like, book wise, right? But they do some creative shit, like they do, like fucking.
But see, I
don't know. I can't give you any fucking good examples because I'm fucking.
Just right off the bat, I'm not. I'm like the way you phrase it. I don't agree with you. Like,
well, because so they're not gonna be as educated and like book wise as somebody in the city, right? So they're gonna be more. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck am I trying to say. They're more used to using their fucking uh street smarts, I guess you can say, to fucking get shit done, to figure shit out, as opposed to somebody that's used to technology fucking helping them think of shit.
Again, I don't agree with that because that's fucking. Who doesn't have a computer or a phone nowadays? See, so it's like.
Yeah, but Jimmy John didn't get fucking abducted in 2020. He got abducted in fucking 2002,
Yeah, but
2003.
again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they are getting abducted. I think it's more like what you're saying. Like these fools had a little bit too much to drink or fucking took something that they didn't think was gonna fuck them up as much as they did, and
Yeah.
you're seeing shit. Because like I said,
Or they do have moonshine. A lot of fucking moonshine. That shit's strong as fuck.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like I don't think they're getting abducted. Is what I'm trying to get at. I don't think that's happening to Jimmy or Dorothy or fucking Buck or any of them. Just don't see it. For what purpose?
I don't know. See what the fuck you're. What the fuck you don't. You don't need a fucking genius. Who fucking like somebody smart can fucking have the same materials as somebody that's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna take them to be like, well, let me fucking.
Yeah, but
They're probably seeing
so
what the
why
fuck.
would you get somebody who doesn't know anything about this planet, opposed to somebody like Neil deGrasse Tyson who knows a lot, or
Well,
fucking
for the same reason, like, are you gonna believe fucking Jimmy John or are you gonna believe Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse.
Exactly. So if he were to come out and tell you, hey, you know what? I got fucking abducted by aliens. We're not gonna think the motherfucker's crazy. We're gonna think, holy shit, you got fucking abducted by aliens.
So you're agreeing with what I'm saying then?
What?
Like these people aren't getting abducted.
No, I'm saying that if they are abducted, they're abducting fucking idiots. They're not abducting people that can fucking acknowledge the fact that they got abducted and be credible about it. They're abducting fucking, like you said, fucking trailer park
I
trash.
disagree with that. Anyways, moving on. This is 2020, and I want to talk about the census. Like a lot of people are fucking obviously more thinking about other shit, but we gotta be counted this year. You know, that's something we gotta talk about a lot. Is the census. Like people need to be counted.
Well, a lot of people that are immigrants are scared because fucking stupid ass Trump is, I don't think they're not adding it, right?
They're not adding the citizen question, but like people need to be counted. Like that's how you get potholes fixed. That's how you get streetlights fixed. That's how you get money allocated to your city and money allocated to your county, money allocated to your town, money allocated to your
Yeah, but people don't hear that. People hear there's gonna be a question that says
district.
you're a citizen or not.
There isn't a question that says that.
I know, but they already heard it.
Yeah, but again, like that's why like people need to talk about this shit. Like it needs to be a big deal. Like people need to talk about the census every day. 2020 census, make yourself count. Like if there's 20 people living in your household, 20 people need to be counted. Like you can't say, oh well, fucking my tia and my cousins, they're not here legally, so we're not gonna count them. We're just gonna say 6. Well, you're already taking away fucking money that could have been used because there's still 6 other people that are using those facilities that are fucking being on the road. They're doing different things here that gotta get paid for, and if they're not being counted, then the money's not being allocated. If we go somewhere else,
Yeah.
or it's gonna be used some other way. Like it just people need to be counted.
But I mean, obviously that shit was done on with the purpose,
Yeah, but again,
getting the money to the fucking rich.
that's not what it's about. It's about
So you're gonna tell me that a white family in fucking Orange County is not gonna tell the fucking people from the census that they have 20 people living there over a fucking immigrant living in fucking Paris that has 5 people living there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna say what they have. These people over here are scared to say what they have.
I know, but like I don't think it's a wealth distribution type of thing. That's just they did it because obviously it's more of
It's all about money.
a power.
Money is power.
Money can get you power, but power is different than money. Like, how are they gonna keep control of the districts by redistricting? I mean, that's how they fucking get the census. The census it goes into account to districting, and it's like if you're saying that there's only a certain amount of people here and there's more people here, like it's gonna change the district. More people are gonna go to this side, or whatever, less on this side. guess what? Not this person, this district in Paris, like you said, has less power, in this district in Orange County has more power. So it's more about distributing the power or the votes more than anything. Not really money, because the money they distributed is the taxes, not the census.
Well, from so far from what I've seen, I have not heard any. I've heard, I think Rachel talk about it once. Other than that, I haven't really or I haven't seen enough news, but I haven't really heard anybody talk about that shit.
And nobody's really talking about it, not even.
And the worst part about it
TNT,
is that like the Spanish news stations are not fucking giving out that information.
Well, I'm not
like,
watching the Spanish news stations. I can't. I won't be able to speak to that, but
well, like,
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they're not. I wouldn't doubt that they're even bringing it up. Like you said, nobody else is.
Yeah, that's what
You don't hear about the census.
Plus, like, there's way too much bullshit going on to fucking give a fuck about the census right now. Like, you got the fucking impeachment hearings going on. You got fucking the Iran thing's still pretty fresh.
Well, I think people are paying attention to the impeachment hearings. People are tuning it out just like everything else. They're just over it. They're just gonna wait till November, and I think it's gonna get voted out.
You don't think they're gonna impeach him?
I don't think so. I mean, he's already impeached.
I mean, they're not gonna fucking.
He's not gonna get removed. It's not.
So what do you think they're gonna do?
I think just cover it up and fucking move on. They've already said what they're gonna do. They're gonna do it. This whole notion that Lisa Murkowski or Mitt Romney or any of those other fucking Republicans are gonna do what's right and fucking vote their conscience or actually read the fucking transcript or read the fucking Mueller report or read the fucking investigation that the fucking House did or read what the office of, is it the AOC, I think, or OAC, one of the office of budget, or is it office? They just came out and said that Trump has committed a crime by withholding the money. Like, I forgot who said that, but it was like somebody it was a government fucking office that said that he committed a crime. So it's like they're not gonna do nothing about it. It's like anything. It's fucking rigged. It's rigged for who's ever playing. Only the people at the top know what's going on. We're on the outside looking in, and even then, we're on the outside looking in through a fucking peephole. That's what we're looking into. So, who knows? All you gotta know is just in November, you gotta vote, and the census, you gotta count. That's it. Everything else don't matter. Is there anything else you want to get into?
Psycho ass people at fucking Walmart. Like that stupid ass lady I just showed you a video of. It's fun to watch, it's funny, but I think that you should be able to go to the fucking store or to fucking just anywhere and not fucking be bothered by somebody trying to force their fucking beliefs on you. I hate that shit.
I think that lady was more meth than anything.
You think so? I mean, she was on something for sure.
That was more meth than anything. Now I agree with you. Like, you should not have to fucking put up with people trying to preach to you when it's like, have you ever read the Bible? Well, no. You know that it says if you live in a glass house, you should not throw stones. What does that mean? Well, that means that you're fucking dumb for coming out here trying to preach to me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You got a fucking Bible in your hand that you have never even read. You're trying to preach to me about something you don't know nothing about. So I agree with you. I mean, nowadays people don't fucking read, nor have they ever. And I think if you have read the Bible, you pretty much come back thinking like, hey, maybe there's something else to this God thing, and not necessarily like this religion thing. Like, by something else, I mean, I've always thought that you can be God-like or you can be devil-like. I mean, people say like, oh, I could never do that, but that's not true. I mean, you could get pushed to a corner and you can commit the most heinous murder in the world. You could be capable of doing something like that. If you get pushed to that.
Yeah.
And as well as you could be the most giving person in the world that could like come out of you. Both things are true. Now, you read the Bible and you come out understanding that you gotta live your life a certain way, and these are just parables or these are just stories to help you guide you through life. And most people that preach or try to talk to you about God or whatever have never really read the Bible, have never really actually understood what that book says or what it's about. They just give talking points. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like that one time that those fuckers from the Jehovah's Witness came and they stopped. Was it you that argued with them? Or Moncho? Remember that we were chilling right here? We were
Oh no,
smoking?
that wasn't Jehovah's. That was Mormons.
Oh, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Same bullshit. I mean, the whole my whole thing is like, so I get that they're supposed to go preach. You know, I get that their religion requires that of them, but there's a place and time for everything. You know, if I'm going to the fucking grocery store, I'm not going because I want you to fucking talk to me about your goddamn Bible or your fucking religion. I'm going because I'm fucking looking for groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I want to learn about your fucking Bible, then I'll go around your church. I think that's where they need to fucking stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't go past that little fucking, uh, like a mile radius within their church. And if you're gonna be fucking within that church, then you move your ass close to there.
Shit, I think like anything, religion is. I mean, I think it's an antiquated thing. I think people should move away from it. I mean, yeah, it does some good, brings a sense of community, you know. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of bad things too. I mean, shit, all the kid fucking, like that's something that's been going on for millennia, and fucking they're not gonna. That's not slowing down. They're not stopping it. It's still going on. So it's like, to me, all religions are this any big institution where there's hierarchy. There's always gonna be dirty shit going on underneath all the fucking time.
Yep.
All the time. So I personally think that all religions are shit. And if you have a relationship with God, it should be personal between you and Him. Want to pray to Him at night? Go for it. But you shouldn't have to go to a fucking church and give dollars or whatever, or donations, or even donate your time to them. Like, what good do they fucking do?
Yeah. They say it's a house of God and whatnot, but like, what is God really fucking? There's no God in there. There's a fucking guy, and he's like the same shit that he's doing there. You could fucking do at home, and it's like the same shit with the gym. The only reason why people don't have gyms at home is because, and if they do, they don't fucking use them. But the reason why people go to the gym is because otherwise they're not gonna fucking exercise. Like, let's be real. And it's the same thing with church. The reason why people go to church is because otherwise they're not gonna fucking read the Bible. People that read the Bible at home really have nothing fucking better to do.
But even then, when they go to church, they don't read the Bible.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee that fucking 99% of the people that go to church now, if you were to ask them, do you read your Bible at home, they're gonna say no. Or if you were to not have that church, would you still? Eventually, they're gonna say no.
I agree with you. I agree with that. I don't know about 99%, but yeah, it's a high number, definitely.
Well, they're my fucking numbers, so it's 99%.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I agree with you. I don't know about the numbers, but I agree with you.
Well, they're my numbers, so it's 99%.
Alright, I agree with you. Fucking nobody's arguing with you.
I'm just telling you, they're my numbers, so 99%.
Alright, dipshit, well, let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Try to record another one before the end of the week. Maybe we'll get a little bit into the impeachment. I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into politics.
Like, if we do get into it, maybe it'll be just a little recap of what happened during the week and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to get into it that much. Alright, dipshit, well, this is episode 3, and Stay tuned for episode 4.
Peace.